I want to start this today off in terms of I was speaking with a gentleman last week, and we were just talking, and some of the things that we talked about were really the ineffectiveness of leadership in our country / community today, and pointing toward the fact that there's really nobody that we can say that really stands out in terms of leadership for not so much just the urban community, but just in America as a whole. But I do specifically want to touch on the lack of ineffective leadership in the urban community, in particular with the, and generally speaking, this is generally speaking, not every pastor, every minister, every church, but the ineffectiveness of the church in New Orleans as a whole. You know, I ride around and I see a lot of churches in different neighborhoods, and it appears occasionally that a lot of those people that frequent that church don't even live in that neighborhood, and that church, and I don't want to pick out any particular church specifically, but you know, that church in that neighborhood doesn't even have a relationship with those people in that neighborhood, and particularly in the urban community, you know, that we are talking prosperity, which there's nothing wrong with that at all, but the true message of Christianity, if people prescribe to that, you know, message of Christianity, if you're maybe a Muslim or whatnot, well, you know, to each his own, but the sole purpose of Christianity is service, and it's just lacking, in my opinion, in the urban black community. You know, there's just such a big disconnect from the church in the neighborhoods that is daunting, and I think that could, because of that separation, that could be tied to the crime rate. I'm willing to go out on a limb and saying if you want to go into any high crime area in New Orleans or any city in that particular area, you'll find a church that's literally ineffective in that community, and people tend to point toward the police, this, that, and the other. But if you are, in my opinion, if you are a Christian, you know that your protection doesn't come from the police, the mayor, the governor. It literally comes from God, and it scares me when I see, you know, churches, generally speaking, when I see churches marching, say, and call it and seeking the help from the government or from City Hall, and you know, that's scary, because that tells me that you're not in tune with what you're actually supposed to be in tune with. And if I can see it, the kids in the hood see it, and thus, you know, it makes the church look unattractive in the sense of, well, why should I be a part of this movement that ain't moving, you know? And we have the call lines open. I'm interested to hear somebody else's take on it, you know. Maybe I can, you know, I'm not afraid to hear a different opinion or a different take on it, or even if you agree, you know, the call lines are open, and you know, you're welcome to call in on that and get different perspectives on it. And while, you know, we're gonna sit back, we still gonna have our music to entertain us. We have a video from Tanya Boy Cannon called "Rise My Child," because that's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to rise up. So stay tuned, hip hop and fashion. Enjoy the video. Tanya Boy Cannon, "Rise My Child." Call it, holla at me. Yo.